Hi, HayHouse. My name is Laura Madrigano, and my book is called The Heal SVT Naturally Approach, Integrative Solutions for Supraventricular Tachycardia. My book is a teaching memoir, and it is basically a formalized protocol that I created to help people who are suffering with SVT, just like I once was. So when I was 26 years old, working as a fashion designer in New York City, I experienced my first SVT. I went from bending to standing, and my heart rate went into a rate of almost 260 beats per minute, which, by the way, that's a very common way that people go into SVT, from bending to standing, which I have a whole philosophy on why that happens. I believe it's from compressing the vagus nerve, which is something that is totally part of my integrative approach. But basically, when you go into an SVT, traditional cardiology offers you two treatment methods for this. One is called ablation, and one is medication, a beta blocker. So I declined both of those. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do at the time. I thought maybe it was a one-time thing, and I just chose to try to figure out why I was experiencing this from more of a root cause approach. And it wasn't until I had my first son that my SVT was incredibly bad. I was having daily electrical misfires, constant palpitations. I couldn't even breastfeed or lift my child without having an SVT, and it was really one of the worst points of my life. And that is when I got serious about really trying to figure out how to help myself, because I really didn't want to go on medication. And so that is when I started experimenting, and I went to health coaches and energy healers and acupuncturists, and I changed my diet, and I really pioneered this effort. There was no information at the time at all about what to do to help yourself. And I'm the one that started the blog. I do have the only website, the number one website, if you search for how to heal SVT naturally on Google. My website is the website that pops up. This is for a very niche kind of audience. This book is for people with SVT. It can also be for people with AFib or, atrial fibrillation, or any kind of palpitations, arrhythmias, but it's primarily for SVT. And I have about 8,500 people on my constant contact email list. Right now, I have 2,800 plus people in a private Facebook group. I did just start an Instagram account, and I feel that this is the sort of book that has been a long time coming. I really needed a protocol to kind of guide people to, as a place to point them through my sales funnel. Of course, I would like a course to follow as soon as I'm done with the book. So the protocol is basically just a series of healing steps. It's everything from transitioning to the integrative approach, what the integrative approach even is. It also gives mindset shifts, like on how to stop hating your SVT, and because we all hate our SVT, trust me. But when we can soften and start to view it as a communicator and the way in which our body is trying to relay information to us, we can really start to communicate with it in a way that becomes helpful. So not only do I talk about the nutritional piece, which is a pretty comprehensive step, but then I go into the importance of emotional healing work and connecting with our intuition, and sort of, like I said, it's an entire way of viewing and treating SVT that considers all of the different layers and all of the different reasons why we have it. So I'm really excited to present this book to you. Like I said, this book has been a long time in the making. It's definitely something I need to further my professional career, and it is also something that the people with SVT need, because there's only so much I can do to help people in my private coaching. This will really be sort of the end all. And I do just want to say that I don't think that it's just people with SVT that will want this book. I eventually really hope to be a friend to traditional cardiology and have them be able to kind of point people and say, listen, there are things you can do, drinking more water and taking magnesium. These are basic things, and it kind of gives people a place to start. It helps people feel much more empowered and much more in control of their lives and health, which is, P.S., my ultimate goal is to really help empower people and to help them take responsibility and to know what to do. This is really the book that I would have given anything for when I was first diagnosed. And so many of my clients say the same thing. I have tons of people that give me really positive testimonials that have been, working with me for years. And, I'm, like I said, I'm just inundated with emails, and this is going to give me a way to help even way more people. There's over 2.5 million people just in the United States that have SVT, and I just read that there's 90 to 110,000 new cases of SVT every year. So we need this book. The world needs this book. I am definitely the person to write it. I'm sure when you look me up online, you'll see I'm the one that people go to for the integrative approach. Thank you so much, HayHouse. I love you, Reed. I love you, Kelly. You guys have helped me so much to prepare my book proposal. Thank you, editors. I surely hope that you find a place for this type of book in your HayHouse family. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.